Aloha, you beautiful going to Hawaii gangsters. Wherever you may be watching around the world, guess where we are today. Obviously we're on Oahu in Waikiki, but we are at Halekulani for our interview with the Godmother. Isn't this a beautiful location? Look at the weather today. Ocean is nice and flat. The beautiful walkway behind Halekulani back over to Outrigger Reef. There's the infamous tree. There's orchids. There's House Without a Key and the beautiful, beautiful property. And there's Janet right there. I just want to give you a little taste of where we are. We're going to be doing the live visitor interview only on Facebook, but this will be on YouTube as well. Oh, and just so you know who's here as well. She's feeling like a champ. All right. Hello, Janet.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you? Long time no see.
I know it's been like, what, 30 seconds?
Aloha all.
All right, what a setting, huh? Do you remember when we were here for our very first interview?
I do. Shades of old. I mean, I think it was one table over.
That's right.
And that was the first time that we met.
Yeah, that's right. And you were actually in the shun room a little bit before that?
I got unshunned by doing my interview.
Doesn't she look great in that color? I mean, she looks like stunning in that color. Really, really good.
Thank you.
We have Diamond Head right there in the background. We're at House Without a Key. Janet has her... Oh, what do you have there?
Okay, let me show. To all of my lava flow girls, this is a lava flow. It's a virgin, but it's
she has
no alcohol. Shot. You all know I'm not doing any alcohol. So, cheers to you all.
All right, guys. So, sit back, relax. We're going to do a little recap of the Godmother's visit. It's been a long visit, right?
It's been 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Just 2 weeks.
Okay.
2 weeks today, and I leave tomorrow morning.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
How do you feel now when you leave? Do you feel? What's it feel like? Because you're coming back when in December.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys cry to a river, would you? No.
I have mixed feelings, but I have good feelings.
Okay.
I'm not one to cry and fly. I don't cry when I leave because first of all, I know I'm coming back. Second of all, I take what I have here, I take it with me, and I know I'm coming back, but I also know that I stay active in our group. I mean, that keeps you...
That does do a lot, doesn't it?
It keeps you in the spirit. It keeps you up. It keeps you happy. It keeps you really feel it. And that's why when people say, oh, can you go to the ocean and take a look? Yeah, we definitely need that,
Yeah.
And it brings me back. So I'm leaving this time, for the first time in a while, I'm leaving tired. Because
you did a lot. You volunteered for all of it too. So
I did. I
no
did
sympathy here.
A lot, but it was worth it. It was a lot of fun. I met so many more members that I've not met before. I saw some that I had met before. It was a lot of fun. We did a lot of things, a lot of good activities. Mm-hmm. We made our presence known.
Yeah, you did. You did.
But we behaved. I have to say, we behaved. We didn't get thrown out anywhere.
Well, Wendy wasn't with you very often too, so that's probably what it was.
We had a great time. It was a lot of fun. A lot of members got involved this time, and then they wanted to do all the different activities, and that's why I don't mind. I really don't. I enjoy sharing information. That's what this group is about. Sharing information about Hawaii. If I know something, why wouldn't I share it with you?
Yeah.
If I know more about Chinatown than you do, yeah, I'll go on a trolley ride. I'll go to Chinatown. It's okay, and we did. And I mean, it was a kind of a bust, but it was.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we will. But anyway, so I don't mind sharing anything about Hawaii with anybody in the group. A lot of people private message me. I don't mind. It's fine. And I'm happy that they came, they enjoyed, they had a good trip, they made friends, they made memories. Made Hawaii happen.
That's right. That's good.
So everything is good. I'm not going to be crying. I'll be tired. Hopefully I'll be sleeping on the plane, but Yeah, of course, I run out of time before I run out of things to do.
Right.
Again.
That's a good way to put it.
I didn't get to go to, I wanted to go to Highs. I didn't get there. I didn't get there last trip either, but I ran out of time. I wanted to do an outrigger sail.
Oh, that's right. You said you want to do that in your next visit.
So hopefully I'll fit it in. Although I'm just going to be connecting through here the next visit, so maybe it'll have to be my first one in 26. I'll do that. So I'm happy. I've done a lot. I've met a lot of new people. That's my fun thing. Meeting the members is my fun thing. And of course seeing you, Tony, and Lucille. It's been great. It's been great. And now to wrap it up here, it's just the icing on my cake.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad.
You know how much I love Halekulani, and I don't get to stay here all the time anymore. Yeah. I was spoiled by my husband, but I'm pivoting and making things happen.
And you stayed at Twin Fin this time, right?
I did, and I know that was a shock for so many people.
Yeah. So let's talk about that.
Okay.
Let's talk about first off, where did you stay?
Twin Fin.
And what do you think of it?
I think that I have revised my opinion of the Twin Fin.
Okay, and your opinion before was based on other people's input?
Reviews that I had seen and that were very, very bad. It stunk. It was musty smelling. It was
rooms,
noisy. Tiny rooms, all that stuff. It was outdated and all that stuff. So, I mean, it's one of the places I've not stayed.
Right.
I've tried quite a few.
Right.
I'm not going to slam the one that I had the bad experience with, but I said, let me go online. I'm looking for airfares. I'm looking for hotels. I looked and I found a good airfare on Hawaiian.
Okay. And was it tied to the hotel at all? Was it a package?
No, I do everything separate. I don't want package deals.
Okay.
And
why don't you want package deals?
Because I need to deal with one thing directly.
Right.
So
Meaning
if there's a problem,
if
I can
you
go
don't
to
want to
them.
go to Expedia for
I
Delta
know, because
or this. Okay.
you're out of the loop. You're out of the loop.
I could not agree.
If there's a problem, good luck. Good luck, because you can call the hotel. You're not going to get anything.
You may save a couple $100s, but if
but
there's
you
a
know
problem,
what? In the long run, no. In the long run, you're actually saving yourself aggravation, time, and time is money anymore out here.
It may even be more money because there have been times when when I travel, I'm really, really flexible, and even I get to kind of in a corner to where, and I've gone through Expedia. I actually gone through Booking.com. That's my favorite of all.
Yes.
And if I know if I have to stay an extra day or two, get bumped, it doesn't matter to me. It's not to throw my schedule off. But if I didn't have that flexibility and I had to change the hotel, hotels will want to know from you. They don't want to know anything about it. They go, where'd you book this? Through Booking? Call them.
Right.
Then to call them and to change it, there's like a $100 change
They won't do it.
Exactly. Yeah. If they will do it, you're right. If they will do it, it's a $100 change fee.
I had a problem one time with that, and I think it was the Ala Moana Hotel, and
it's not the hotel's fault.
No, it's not. And I was having a problem with the booking, and I remember I had grabbed it on Booking.com, and then it was one of those late night things. Don't do things late at night, Janet, because it doesn't stick, And I didn't write down the confirmation number. I was like running all over the place, and I was wanting to cancel it. So I called the hotel.
Yeah. Hotel doesn't want to know.
They hands off.
That's what Valentini just said the same thing. Don't use the wholesalers. Go direct.
Yes,
I agree. Going direct is the best. Plus, if you need to change something, or if you want to, here's the other thing too. If you do a booking that is a combo through an affiliate or an OTA is what they're called.
Right.
They will almost never. As a matter of fact, I have never seen them upgrade.
Right.
So if you go, let's say
because they don't get anything.
That's right. So if you book it, they're already upside down. If you book something, let's say Twin Fin, and you book direct, for them to upgrade you is a much easier deal. It's a column shift. If you book through Expedia, Travelocity, Booking.com, for them to give you an upgrade, it is a major pain. And you know what? They don't need to give you an upgrade anyway.
No.
Because you have already designated yourself as not being brand loyal.
Exactly.
You're service loyal, or your offer loyal, not brand loyal. So there's no incentive for them to upgrade you. So, there's a lot of reasons why not to do it. And convenience is really the only thing, and
Yes.
it's really not that convenient.
So
if
I
it's a
always
smooth
go
ride,
direct.
perfect.
I mean, I'll check booking.com,
Yeah.
I'll check Expedia, I'll check them all. I'll check any packages that I see. Sometimes Hawaiian offers a package. I'll check everything, but I'm going to book it direct.
Yeah.
I'm going to book it direct.
She leaves tomorrow, Diane.
Yeah, tomorrow morning.
Mara number 5 says, always good to make connection at the hotel that you deal. Exactly,
Yes.
Mara number 5, because in case you stay there multiple times, you have a relationship. There's a number
Yes.
of our members who have long-lasting, intimate relationships with the GM, and they've actually left that hotel, went to another place that was within the brand or within the collection. And they said, hey, come to this hotel, and they transferred all their knowledge and,
And I
experience.
lose a little bit of that because I'm like the hotel gypsy lately because I want to try different hotels to
Yeah.
do reviews for the group. So I'm losing a little bit of my loyalty along the way because I have a little bit of loyalty here, a little bit there, a little
Yeah.
bit there, So I don't know. I think maybe next time I'm going to start with, back with the ones that I liked a lot better.
Yeah.
I liked the twin fin. It was good. I got a good rate on Hawaiian, and then I started looking for hotels. I thought it was a mistake. It was such a good rate.
Wow.
And then I
Do you
called.
mind saying what it was?
It was $164 a night for midweek, and it was $174 a night for weekend. Show me
Wow.
someplace else that's got that
14
is decent.
Wow, $15. Wow, that's great. That is a good deal.
Of course, without the amenity fee, but that's a good base rate.
Yeah,
I mean, nobody
it's all
else
gonna be
has
base
that.
rate. Yeah, that's
so I booked it. I called them direct and I said, I think this might be a misprint or something. They said, no, it's for real. So I jumped on it. And I figured I'm going to give it a shot because not only had I seen some of our members mention that they had been at the Twin Fin and that it was great. I saw a review from somebody in our group. She was a grandmother and she went with her son and her grandson or something, and there had been a problem, and they took care of the problem. They upgraded her, the whole thing. And I was like, you know what? I'll do it. I'll do it. And like you say, you'll do it at least for a night, right?
Yeah.
And I always have a backup plan. I could go someplace else, but I'm fine. It's got everything on my prerequisite list. It's got to have my coffee maker. It's got to have a lanai with an ocean view, a partial ocean view at least. It's got to have a safe. And it's got to be clean. I'm not doing anything grody. That's it. And a mini fridge because I like to keep my water cold.
Yeah.
So
what those are all the great things you like. Perfect. What didn't you like? What are things you'd have to knock
the thing
on?
I didn't like about Twin Fin was it's way down there. It's way down there.
And guys, just so you kind of get an idea, most of you know where Twin Fin is. So from Kapahulu on Kalakaua, it's right there on the corner, is the Park Shore.
Right.
Then there's a little space of a building, and then it's Twin Fin.
Yeah.
So it literally is almost down at the very end. And while it may, sorry about that, I just hit the mic. While it may not seem like it's way, way, way down there, when you're in Waikiki proper, like we are at Halekulani, and if you look right there, that is the Twin Fin right there. See it in focus? That's a Twin Fin. It doesn't seem like it's that far, but when you're going in and out and in and out and in and out, you go out for drinks, you come back, you go for dinner and lunch and it'll add up. I personally am not bothered by the distance of it, but if you're not walking a lot of miles every day, I can see how it's a little intrusive to your time.
And especially for this trip, because everybody,
And
I'm
you're
sure
in a
by
knee-
now has seen this knee brace that I'm wearing. I have a torn meniscus, so schlepping from there to
is
here
an
is
absolute soldier. And, but she walked the whole thing. I mean, she walked Schubert a little bit, but she walked a lot of it. So with the distance, that's the one thing. What else didn't you like about it?
It was noisy. It was noisy.
The hotel itself was noisy?
Inside my room with the door shut, it was
your
noisy.
lanai shut, you mean?
Yes, with the lanai shut. It was noisy with every tour bus I think on this island stops at the Twin Fin.
Okay.
And they're noisy. The trolleys all stop there. And I used to love when I used to go on a trolley and I go ding 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 goes the trolley.
Yeah.
If I hear another ding ding ding, because it was like all the time and I'm going oi 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 oi. And I'm not in my room.
And you're not
that
in there all the
much.
time. That's
I'm not in my room that much.
You're out early and you come home pretty late.
I come back late, and especially this trip because of my knee, I didn't want to like go back and forth.
Right.
So I would leave my room at 9 in the morning, and I get back sometimes 10:30 at night, And so, but that trial, so that it was just going through me.
Yeah.
Plus, there's a lot of kids there, and it's not that I don't like kids because my nuggets, everything to me. It's just that when I go on vacation, I really don't want a bunch of kids doing a cannonball while
Right.
I'm trying to do laps. And I
Right.
I can share a pool,
Right.
but there was a lot. There was a lot. Again, they're throwing stuff and, and I know it's a family vacation for them.
Right.
So that was the other thing I didn't really care for. The other thing was the elevators. They're such wonky, weird, strange operating
Yeah.
elevators. They weren't, you know me with elevators. I need to
Yeah.
rely on my
Well,
elevator.
Note to hotel developers, upgrade the elevator.
Yeah.
To the hotel developers, the elevators they should be high speed. And a lot of them aren't. I mean, there aren't any new
Well, these
hotels
are not
being
necessarily slow. It's just that there's no buttons on the inside of the elevator car, number one. Number two, you have to have your hotel key card, which is fine. I have it here too. But you have to swipe your card and then punch in your floor number. And then it tells you which elevator you have to go stand in front of to take up.
Oh,
And then
gee,
you get in the elevator car. And again, there's no buttons in there. So it's kind of weird because
And you have to do it again?
no, it takes you up to your floor. Now to
Oh.
come back down, all you have to do is punch in the floor number that you want to go to.
That's silly.
And it takes you down.
I don't like that.
There's I think 5 or 6 elevators.
Yeah.
But it's kind of weird that there's no buttons inside the elevator and that you always have to punch in your floor number so everybody sees, where you're going.
Yeah.
And it was a little rough my first day. I got stuck in an elevator for 15 minutes.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so I got out where there was somebody else that got in, and I got out where they got out, and then I was stuck on that floor. It was ridiculous.
Geez.
Finally, I just said, "That's it. I'm going back to the front desk. I got to figure this out." So, but that's minimal. When
Yeah.
when you first get used to it, it's fine.
Right.
I like their pool. Their pool was definitely sufficient to do some laps. But with the kids throwing everything, and it was a little bit annoying, but
Yeah.
but it was fine. And of course, Tiki's is right there.
Right.
Tiki's
You went there
I
night
went
before last,
I went
right?
there a couple of times. Yeah. I went
You
my
didn't
very.
You didn't think you were going to like it, remember?
I didn't think I was going to like Twin Fin at all.
Oh, okay.
I really didn't, because of all the reviews. And then I said, I'm going to give it a chance. And like I said, and you had joked, you said you'll be there at least one night, because the last time I had a bad experience someplace else, I was there only one night and,
Right.
and bailed.
Right.
But I knew I could bail. I don't care. I'll pack up all my stuff and go. So I gave it a shot, and it was okay.
And but you like Tiki's though?
I love Tiki's.
Yeah?
Tiki's is a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Their food is good. Their drinks are good, even though I'm not doing alcohol lately, but their drinks are good. Their service is good. The view is spectacular.
Yeah, it is.
I had my first sunset from Tiki's.
They
And
have great music there. They have really
the
good
music
local talent.
good. Yeah, the whole
Yeah, that's
thing
good.
is great. And it's right there.
So you put together, a lot of people probably saw it, but you put together a pseudo get-together,
An unofficial meetup.
an unofficial meetup.
Yes.
Yeah, and you're at the Moana Surf Rider. I stopped by. Shane did a cyber.
Wasn't that
Cyber
the
visit.
best?
Oh, that was
Thank
so
you,
cool.
Shane,
Shane
if
did a
you're
great
watching.
job.
I
He's on- I
swear
think
he
he's
is
on. I think
awesome.
he's
He
on.
is awesome. And he was the only one that pulled through with that.
Lance.
Our bicontinental.
Lance says he's going to do it. He didn't even show up. Come on, Lance.
Shane and Yvette, they're really great. They're
Yeah.
super members.
Well, Yvette's really good.
And
She's
they're they did you hear that, Shane? And they're a lot of fun. And of course, my last trip here, we spent a lot of time together. They pulled me through the Lantern Festival
Yeah.
stuff. So
and he came through on the cyber.
he
intro.
did.
That was good.
He really
So
did.
You had. Do you know who all was there?
at the meetup,
Yeah.
Okay, there was, of course, our cyber people,
Yeah.
Shane and Yvette, and then there was, let me see if I can remember, Linda. I forget her last name. Linda. She's
DeFurio?
That's it.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Are you shocked that I remember that?
Yes, I am. Like you're on top of me. Yeah.
That's right.
That's good. Between us, we'll get through this.
Jill? No, not Jill.
There was Nancy.
Tats,
Nancy
Tats
did
was
make
there.
it.
Michael,
Margaret.
Mike and Linda Perez.
Mike and Linda Perez, and the girl that lives here, Tamara.
Tamara, yeah.
I think her last name is Lett something. I forget. I say I'm not into
Dan
last
Kelly.
names. Yes, Dan and Kelly. They were so much fun.
Yeah.
He was such a good sport. in everything.
Yeah.
In everything. And
that was a good get together.
group.
And you guys stayed there a long time. I was only like 15 minutes. And I left at like 6, and you guys stayed there till like 9 or something crazy.
Something,
like
yeah.
That was good.
And it was nice. I met them, all of them, for the first time. Even Margaret. I've been communicating with Margaret for a long time, but that was the first time. You know, I actually met Margaret the night before. We went to dinner at Tiki's.
Oh, yeah.
But it was fun to meet everybody.
That I'll tell you, that really tells me.
And Michelle Ledsman.
Oh, yeah. And then Wendy.
Wendy was there, yeah.
Yeah, Wendy showed up.
But I knew Wendy already.
You know, they just kind of, I don't know. When you say that, you know, oh, going to Hawaii, it's an ohana and everybody gets along. I kind of, for a while, I was like not really, I don't want to say turned on about that, but it's kind of, all right, whatever. But you guys really do. You get along. You make good friends, and the proof of that is that how often you guys stay in touch with each other, because a lot of times you'll come here and it's a communal place and oh yeah, I love Hawaii, and you have that common, but then some of you depart and you stay friends, you stay in communication. You do. Lance with people that's here. I mean, Shane, Michelle and Wendy, I don't know why they'd want to be friends, but they're friends with each other. And there's a lot of you that stay. It's really, really interesting. And you know, it's not, I mean, I'm just a facilitator, and the common denominator is Hawaii itself. But it really is. I don't see this type of community. But you've made it
a nice environment for us to do that friendship. You've made it a nice environment. It's a safe environment.
Yeah.
And it takes a little work to get the meetups happening.
Yeah.
And that's just one thing I want to say. Some people have messaged me and asked me, oh, you know what, are there going to be any meetups when I'm there? And that's not up to me.
Yeah.
You know, it's up to you. Everybody can do what I did.
Yeah.
And what you do is you're on stream, and if somebody, you know, somebody mentions, oh, I'm not coming until February. Boom, Diane's here in February. So message each other and say, hey, I'm going to be there. You want to meet up, whatever. And once you all decide that you're going to do that, then take it to a private message, because you don't want everybody getting your business all over the place. And then take it to a private message, and then you're going to be surprised how many people are going to say, yeah, okay, let's meet up. Then you go to a group message so that you all know everything that's going on. Everybody gets to meet each other.
To be involved or not.
Yes.
That's the other really positive I think that I like is that it seems so organic. I mean, I treat the live streams, not all, sometimes I'm lazy about it, but I try to keep most of the live streams in like a series, to where I'll make comments on one stream and then I'll make the same type of comments about the last stream, so it makes people want to go back.
Tune in again.
There'll be people like Cassie Vegas, for example. She'll miss 3 live streams, and we'll start mentioning things, and I'll mention things that she missed out on. It's like, oh my God, and she has to go back and so there's some people that get bored with it because they could care less, but they're going to fall off anyway. But I like the fact that there's so many people that watch, a good majority of them anyway, so they keep the storyline going.
Yeah.
That's why I like, you know, doing those types of things. I think the group meetups are going to be wonderful.
So I think everybody can do them. When you're coming out here, do what I said. Just get permission from each other to put each other on a group chat, so that, and then you can all get to sort of know each other before you even get here. And that's fun to watch the interaction too. And then bam, pick a place. You know, be careful when you're picking a place, because it's difficult sometimes to nail people down and say, are you coming, yes or no, on the 15th? Because it depends on where you're going to meet up. Like, I tried to have our meetup at Tiki's, but the problem was everybody would have to be there at 5 in order to be seated. You can't do that.
And
there's a time limit. They're going to kick us out after 2 hours.
Well, the impromptu meetups are going to be much, much different than our meetups. Our meetups, we're going to rent a floor, rent this area back over here or something at Park Shore, so it's ours. We can come and go, and we're just going to say December 15th on a Thursday at 5 p.m. till 9. It's something like that. So that'll be a lot different.
That'll be a little easier.
And, you know, the first 2 or 3, maybe there'll be a few people that come. It'll be a good time. But after it gets like a monthly or bi-monthly at least, it'll be more consistent. And, you know,
because people do need a little running time.
Yeah.
I mean, not everybody's fortunate to be able to jump on a plane whenever they want.
Yeah.
They need a little running time. And people now are planning for next year, you know. So if you could give a little bit of running time and let people know in advance, this way people can book to come out. You know?
The first couple, there's going to be a lot of people that can't make it, but we'll get momentum as we get going down the line.
Yeah.
And we've got a lot of really cool things planned. The first couple are going to be a disaster. The artist won't show up. The painter won't be there. You know, Lance may show up. All kinds of bad things. But after a while, I think it'll be fun. But
in the meantime, everybody could do their own little meetups. It'll, you know. Have a good time. Meet each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Make friends.
And that is the other thing, is that you had so many meetups. I know Wendy had meetups, and you had meetups, and other people had meetups with each other. So let's talk about some of the meetups that you did. What did you do after that first
That was
meetup?
Wednesday night. That was
so
the first
did you do you did a
Thursday we did the slingshot.
Oh, the slingshot. Let's talk about that. How was that?
That was a blast. That was one of the best things for me.
I'm surprised Margaret
because you know me.
have you arrested.
Well, you know, it's interesting. Margaret was my passenger, and she did not want to drive at all, which is fine because they all drive on the wrong side of the road over there. Yeah. So it was fine.
And so do you over here, not on purpose right now.
But I was the leader, and I had Dan and Kelly behind me in their slingshot, and then behind them was Tamara and Linda, but they were in a car because they ran out of slingshots and they didn't book in time. But they wanted to be part of it, so Wendy took them to 800 Smart Car, rented a car. We met them at the zoo parking lot, and we went from there. So
that was actually a good thing because if anything happened, you had a car.
Well, I guess I never looked at it like that.
Yeah, that's good.
I was just like raring to go with that thing. It was amazing. But if you're going to do that, definitely do it. But when you do it, make sure you bring water with you, sunscreen or a rash guard or something, because I wore a long sleeve rash guard. You get so hot. So hot because, first of all, the sun is beating on you constantly. There's no relief. And then the air from the engine comes out from underneath, and you're blasting with this hot air constant. The engine's air cooled, and it's like, oh my goodness. And I had initially had to wear a helmet. I have a specialized contact lens that I was just fitted for, and I have to protect it at all costs. So I said, I don't want to wear a helmet. I don't want to get hat hair, but you know, and I got this lens just before I came out here. So I said, I got to wear a helmet. The helmet, first of all, weighs like 10 pounds. I put it on, and it's got the face guard that's going to protect my lens. And
but it was so hot. It's like being
so hot. I couldn't breathe.
Yeah,
I could
like
not
those
breathe.
torture rat helmets.
That lasted maybe 10 minutes. I didn't even make it out of the building with it. It was terrible. So I had to stick it in the back of the seat in that little cubby thing. But and I was okay. I wore my sunglasses and my visor, so I made out okay. But all I remember is you getting blown around. You know. But we took it slow enough because I was leading. So I was not only looking where I was going, trying to watch the GPS, which wasn't great. But also I had to keep looking in the rearview mirror to make sure I had these other two behind me, and they're lagging back. And I'm like, I got to get off the gas pedal. I got to wait, you know, because I don't want to lose them. So, and there were times where I made the turn and they didn't, so I'd have to pull off. But that's a it's a conga line. That's what you got to do. But if I had my own slingshot and just riding with me or just with somebody, I would have been blasting around this place.
But it's a recommended though.
Yeah, and Margaret kept me in line pretty much. I know I did sort of kind of maybe a little bit run a red light and scare the bejesus out of poor Margaret. I love you, Margaret. Thank you for keeping me somewhat honest. But
so
it was good.
What did you do after that? What was the next?
The next thing, it was Thursday, it was Friday. Friday we did the JK tour, the waterfalls and food.
Oh yeah. And
that was amazing. And it just so happened that we had, 8 or 10 of us from the group on it. Nancy and her sister, they had booked it months ago on that day.
It was meant to be.
Margaret and I booked it pretty much last minute. And then Kelly and Dan had booked it for the next week. It got canceled and they got shoved into that day.
There you go. It's perfect.
Michelle, I don't think she booked it much in advance either. She was there. It was like we took up most of the van.
Yeah, that's good.
It was really fun as a group, and yet as a group with JK, there was a family that had 2 little kids, and there was another couple, a retired school teacher and his wife. But JK made you feel like you're all his family.
Yeah.
It was so nice.
He's very verbose or very energetic, enthusiastic on the...
He is, and he's so kind.
Yeah.
He really is. He remembered everybody's name in that van. And he took us all aside. He doesn't like dump you off and let you go in. He goes with us. I mean, he was showing Margaret something. They were going through the botanical gardens there, and they were picking seeds or nuts or something. He cracks them open. This is for eczema, and they're rubbing on their skin. He knows all that stuff.
Oh, that's so cool.
All that stuff. And with Auntie and the fruit stand, it was so.
That's great, isn't it?
It was such.
Those food stands on the side of the road.
I've taken a lot of island tours, a lot, and pretty much if I take one more, I'm probably going to go. Ugh. But this one, I not only enjoyed, I would do this one again, because it's not an island tour. You're not going to see all the hot spots, the temple and the Dole plantation, all that stuff. You're going to see pretty much real Hawaii.
Yeah.
You're going to get some information about the land, about the culture, about the people, and just a real islandy feel.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. I loved it. I loved it. JK
that's
does
such a good
great job.
Because everybody says the same thing.
He does a great job.
It was so organic, really.
It was.
It wasn't commercialized. Like, here's the waterfall, and here's the Waimea, and here's that. Yeah.
No. And I really enjoyed it. I totally enjoyed that. And when we went to the waterfall, there was no water because of the drought here and all. But I had seen that in May.
Right.
And it was a good waterfall in May. But I got so much more of a different feel of everything with this trip, because it was more the feel that you get of the island, the spirit of the island and the people. Yeah. It was just really, really down home and islandy comfortable,
We are so fortunate to have 2 different partners that do Hawaii tours. Wade and JK. Wade being Hawaii Jeep Specialty Tours. It's amazing. There's one of our who's going tomorrow with him? Judy Kahn. Yeah, Kahn's
yeah, she's going tomorrow with Wade.
Yeah.
She's going to have a great time. I told her honestly. I said
it is so cool how diverse. They're touring the same island,
and yet they're so different.
Incredibly different.
They're so different.
You can do both of them and not do the same thing.
Do anything twice. Yeah. No, honestly, they're 2 of the really great. And you know what? When we used to do the thing with Inoa, that was great too for people maybe the first time. I always say, do your island trip one of the first days here.
I agree.
You can get to see all the hot spots that everybody talks about, and you can decide, do I want to go back here, rent a car maybe the next day and go here, there. I always say that, but that's the regular island tour.
Yeah.
So I don't have anything bad to say about any of the island tours that I've taken, and I've taken a lot. But this one in particular, I totally recommend for people who have come here often or quite a few times, because it's a whole different viewpoint, and it's nice. It's really nice.
All right, let's talk about
that was
the
Friday.
Trolley tour. Yeah, trolley tour in Chinatown, right?
That was just the other day. Yeah, trolley. We took the Waikiki trolley, and I did not know that their one-day pass is like $30. I did not know that. I thought it was like $7.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that all of that was changed.
Yeah, you can do the 5 days the way to go. 4 days, only 47 or something like that. So how was the trolley tour?
The trolley ride was nice. Trolley's always nice.
Yeah.
And it's the historical points, and also even if you've seen that before, it's still nice, to
going
see
through
that.
Punch Bowl is
Punch
amazing.
Bowl. You know me with Punch Bowl. And by the way, riding through Punch Bowl, they turn off the speakers on the trolley so that there's no, I said a prayer for your dad, Dale, going through Punch Bowl, just so you know.
Cool.
But it's nice. It's nice how they do it. They're all so informed, and
Yeah.
you know, they
It's
give you
not just a
information.
ride. I mean, we said it
No,
a
it's
lot. It's
not.
not just a ride. It's like a specialty tour.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And sadly, the mean lady wasn't there. The duck lady was gone.
I know.
She
We
was on
really got
vacation.
skunked. I don't know. It was, yeah, she was on vacation. How dare she take a vacation?
Well, not everything could be perfect. Let's talk about the bad day. Let's talk a little bit, not a bunch, but let's talk a little bit about the duck lady wasn't there.
No.
That was like an omen. And then you went and had lunch at one of our favorites, Smith and King.
Smith and King.
And what happened?
It wasn't good. First of all, there were 6 of us, and I had made a reservation because, if you remember, when you and I went, I made the reservation because you can't get in. It's always crowded. You got to make a reservation in advance. I did. And I had made the reservation for 4 people at 12 o'clock. And then 2 other people went with us. And I said, that's no problem. So I figured as soon as I got to Chinatown, I'd go to Smith & King and say, listen, I have reservation for 4 at 12. I want to bump it up to 6. It wouldn't be a problem. So that's what I did. And I walked in. It was about 11 o'clock, I think. And the place was empty, but I figured, they didn't amp up yet for the rush, you know. And I said to her, can you move us up to 6 people at 12? And then I looked around and I said, or maybe do you want to seat us now? Would that be better? Because I figured, you know, if it's going to get crowded.
Yep.
And so we decided that we wanted to just be seated then, have lunch, and then we'll tour around. So we did. We were seated. We got the menus. Some people ordered drinks. And then we ordered our food. Everybody was very clear what they wanted. And our waitress, she was writing it down. And I asked in the very beginning, I said, is it going to be a problem if we ask for individual checks? Or no, that's fine. Okay, all right. So that's what we did. We had individual checks. And everybody did their order. And I saw her writing everything on different orders. So I'm saying, oh, she's got this, you know. A while goes by, and a while goes by, and more time goes by. And eventually, she came out with 4 of the 6 orders. And I ordered the cream cheese stuffed French toast with the blueberry compote. Remember how much I liked it?
Yeah.
And you know how much I don't do carbs, but I like that so much. That's what I ordered. And it was on the menu. When it came, and then she came back and she said, we don't have any blueberry compote. I'm like, you got it on the menu. Like, how do you not have something that simple for something that simple? So she goes, now, you know, she said, we have fresh blueberries if you want that. I said, yeah, that's fine. Now, even Nancy and I were talking, and she said, so go in the kitchen, smash down some, cook them up a little bit, and you got compote. Like, why couldn't they do that? Yeah. I don't know. But, so we got it without the compote, with just a little thing of blueberries. Everybody else got theirs, and we're just waiting for 2. And I think one was a burger, if I'm not mistaken, and the other one was, I think, Eggs Benedict.
It was just bad ordering.
We're waiting.
Bad results.
We're waiting. And we're waiting. And we're not eating because we're waiting for everybody else to get their food. It's supposed to be right behind it.
Right.
It didn't happen. Waited forever. Came over and said something about they lost the order. They gave it to another table. I don't know. That sounded kind of hokey to me because, first of all, we're looking around. There's maybe 2 other people in the whole place.
Right.
Bad sign because now it's 12 o'clock and it's still empty in there.
Yeah.
Anyway, and by the way, it was the same waitress that you had, the black hair and the tats.
Yeah.
And so now, eventually, she comes over. Is she right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She comes over and she apologized. I'm sorry, you know, we lost the order. We got an order. I don't know what she was saying. Finally, we get the one order. Then we had to wait a little bit longer for Tamara's order. Finally, she gives Tamara her order. And everything is cold.
Yeah.
It was served cold. And like, this is not good. Not good. The service was terrible. And I don't know. It wasn't like it wasn't like they had 100 people in there that they had to take care of. There was
Yeah.
like us and
It was
2 other
not. It
people.
was not good for me the last time I went there either. So, yeah, we'll give them another shot, and we'll ask them. We'll give them one more shot before we give them a bed. There's a Smith and King. That's in Chinatown. Then you guys walk through Chinatown. I saw a lot of the photos and stuff.
The
They
wet
were good.
market, and
Yeah.
that was interesting for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I had forgotten to tell the ladies not to wear open-toed shoes because you slop around in the
A little bit of the
stuff,
juice,
you
the
know.
floor stuff. Then the next, moving ahead, you went to Signature last night, was it?
I went to Signature last night with Wendy. We went to the happy hour.
How was that?
It was great. The food there is really good. The only thing that we really weren't sure about, now it has said online, get there early. The happy hour starts at 4:30.
Yeah.
And it's apparently very popular. Now, I've been to Signature before a number of times, but not for the happy hour. I've been there for dinner, and I saw how crowded the happy hour was.
Yeah.
So we originally were going to leave here, or Wendy was going to come to the Twin Fin, and we were going to leave from there at like 3:30, be over there by 4, because online said be there by 4:15. Get there early because it's always crowded.
Right.
So they open up at 4:30. And then we were checking back and forth with each other, and I was out and about and just doing last minute shopping, and she was ready to go, and we said, you know what? And so we moved it up. And I said, and she even said about walking all the way out there, and I said, so I ordered an Uber, I went and picked her up, and we went to Signature. We went early. We were there by 3:30. It's a good thing. There was already like 15 or 18 people in line.
Wow.
In line.
There's a line to wait.
There was a line
in.
already for like 15 or 18 people.
Wow.
And so we stood in line. And then we're watching behind us. We're watching. She's got some pictures. I think she's going to do a post perhaps, and she'll post her pictures of what the line looked like in front of us and what the line looked like behind us. Now, if any of you have been to the Ala Moana Hotel, it's a huge lobby, huge. The line went from the elevator all the way through the lobby to the front door, and then across the front.
How was the food?
The food was good.
What,
Very
like,
good.
what are some of the things you had?
I
I know it's in your post, but let's
yeah,
talk
we
about it.
had burrata cheese with crostini crackers with. They serve crostini with everything, just
Yeah.
about. And that was one thing that we were getting a little tired of, the crostinis. You know, they should have switched it out, maybe a different type of thin crackers or something. But
Right.
but the crostinis were good, and of course the burrata was just so perfect, so perfect. And Wendy loves cheese. I love cheese. So we really enjoyed that. The other thing that we actually put as number one was beef tips, prime beef tips. Oh my God.
What was the price? Was it like one set price?
They
or
were
the individual-
$10. There was, I think, 10 items that were $10.
Oh wow, $10 each.
Each.
Oh wow.
And it was a decent serve. I don't know if you can tell by my pictures, but the steak serving was a bowl about this big.
Wow.
And it was deep.
For $10.
And so there's like 10 items that are 50% off, and then there's another 20 or 30 items that are discounted.
Yeah.
So we picked from the top 10 first, and the steak tips were the best. The best. They were seasoned so perfectly.
Wow.
It actually reminded me of my dinner at Chart House. I had picked the house steak, whatever it was that night. It was so good. It's got onions and garlic and fresh herbs. It was so tasty, and it was tender. It was delicious. We loved it. We both said that was our number one.
Oh wow.
Then we
Good.
had
That's a great deal, $10.
yeah, we had avocado
And
crostinis.
this is a signature steakhouse at the Ala Moana Hotel by Ala Moana Mall.
And then we had shrimp and crab stuffed mushrooms. They were good, but I wouldn't do them again. They were
Wow,
good,
that's
but they
not-
weren't great. They needed more flavor, I think. And even Wendy said the same thing. She agreed. What else did we have? We had ahi tartar. She had it. I didn't have ahi tartar.
Ahi tartar.
You know,
Ooh,
I
that'd be
don't. I
good.
don't do raw fish.
Raw fish.
But we also got beef tartar, and that was also one of the most tasty
Really?
things.
Oh,
they
good.
spiced that up. It was good. It almost had like a little bit of after twang. You know,
Oh,
it was
very
nice.
good.
It was really nice, and that was on Crostini's too. And then I thought we had something else. And so we ordered stuff from the bottom half of the menu too at a discount. But all together, neither of us had alcohol. So our bill was just food bill.
How much was it?
97 and change total.
For two of you.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, with
So-
the tip.
Where else what was your favorite place to eat while you were here? Your favorite meal?
Let's see, my favorite meal. I would have to say Orchid's breakfast.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did Orchid's breakfast with Michelle.
Oh, nice. Okay,
And
that's
it
good.
was, I don't know, just perfect.
And you went to, you also went to Barefoot Beach for breakfast or no?
I went to Barefoot Breakfast for what would be my breakfast, but my breakfast, I don't eat breakfast. So my breakfast is at like 11, 12 in the morning.
Yeah.
And so, and I had their avocado toast, which was delicious.
At Barefoot Beach
Yes,
Cafe?
Barefoot
Oh,
Beach
good.
Cafe.
So Orchid she's talking about right here back behind us at Halekulani. And then Barefoot Beach, of course, is back over there down by the zoo. You
I
know
did
where
everything
Barefoot
at the
Beach is.
opposite ends every time.
Yeah.
But that was fine. I took my time walking. I also did Tucker and Bevy just to have a sandwich
How
some
was that? I
afternoon.
didn't know you did that.
Great.
How-
Oh,
it
the
was
sandwiches are delicious there.
Yeah.
They're really delicious. So yeah, definitely a thumbs up on that one.
Good.
I got a smoothie at the
Sunrise Shack?
Yes, I always get the name wrong.
Yeah.
And it was really good.
Yeah.
Really good. It was not sweet. You tasted it.
Yeah.
It was not sweet, and that's how I like it. I don't like all that extra sweet stuff. It was delicious. It was a banana, strawberry, coconut, and cacao bits. It was delicious. Where else did I eat? I ate at Tiki's. Pico's. We went to Pico's.
Oh, Pico's. Yeah, you didn't have a great time there, but
Well, the food was good.
Yeah.
Food was good. The atmosphere's fun.
service not
The
great.
service wasn't great. She screwed up everything. Yeah. And we met the bartender.
Chad?
Yeah. And he was kind of like, well, you know, it happens in the restaurant industry. Okay. We didn't make a big deal of it. You know, we sorted it out ourselves. And I know that separate checks are a pain for
Yeah.
most waiters, you know. But when you're in a group like this, you know,
You're going to have
it's
it.
the easiest way to do it, you know. And that way nobody has to sit there at the end and figure out, what did you have? What did you have? You know, that's...
How much was it? Give me a menu.
Yeah. So that was part of the problem at Pico's also.
Yeah.
Where else did I eat? I think I ate at down this way.
Do you guys have questions for Janet? Start putting them in the chat.
Oh, I ate at Kanakapila Grill one night. It was delicious.
Oh, yeah.
I had short ribs. They were great.
Were they really?
Yes.
I wouldn't have thought that it would have been that great.
I know, but it was.
Yeah.
It was good.
You did the circle dance twice
We
now?
did the circle dance twice. I did it the first Friday night, right after the tour, as a matter of fact.
Oh, okay.
And the tour went a little long, so I didn't even get back to my hotel until like 7 o'clock. So I like literally came right over here, and we all met at 8 o'clock. I had made reservations for a table of 8, I think. I forget, 10, whatever it was. And we all met at 8 o'clock, and they put us like just next to the stage, that big long table next to the stage. And it was
good
fun.
location.
It was fun. We had, you know, Dan and Kelly. Oh God, who else was there? Linda and Tamara, Margaret. I think Michelle was still. Yeah, definitely Michelle was there.
Yeah. They said no bacon wrap stuffed mushrooms this trip.
No, didn't get there. I
Still
swear,
hasn't.
it's like, seriously, I run out of time before I run out of stuff to do. I wanted to go to Genius Lounge. I didn't get there. I wanted, you know where I wanted to go? And I wanted to go the last time and I didn't get there. I wanted to go to Prime Rose Cafe.
Oh,
I haven't been
yeah.
able to go.
Yeah, I want to go there again.
So I have to do it. I'll maybe schedule things next time.
Julie asked top 3 hotels. It depends on your budget and what you want. I mean, there's such a range. As a matter of fact, I just put together a list of the top rated hotels. We're to put that guide out, and the top rated hotels are based on a minimum of 1,000 reviews, and they had what their average between 8 and 10 rating. You know, they do 1 to 10, the average of 8 to 10 rating. and I'm going to put that list out. It's a very, very interesting list. So top 3 hotels, is it really based on budget? Do you need to be on the ocean? If you do, that really limits the list. If you don't need to be on it, it opens it up even more. Yeah, time runs out fast. Which place has the bacon wrapped mushrooms? That's Giovanni Pastrami, which is right in the very center of Waikiki Beach Walk.
On Lures.
Cassie said Genius Lounge wasn't their favorite. That's 2 people that have said that.
Yeah.
But you know that's the risk that you run. All the places I recommend, I've had. I mean, I tell you, quite honestly, what my results are. But it's like Smith and King. I went to Smith and King. Every time I've been there, it's been excellent service, excellent taste. Except this last time for me, and again with Janet, the last time for her too. And Pico, that's really one of my favorites. Pi's Deli, that's also one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And you also saw like Barefoot Beach Cafe for a long time. I was the one first singing all their praises, and then like 3 or 4
They went sour
in a row,
for you,
just went
yeah.
sour. But they've redeemed themselves the last 2
they
times.
have. They're good.
They've done really, really well. Did you eat at Pi's Deli?
Yes, I always eat there.
Oh,
I
you
always
did?
get something. Yep, I always get something there. Because it's great to grab it and go, you know?
And it's cheap and it's great food.
But their sandwiches are really good.
Yeah,
and that's
really
why I
good.
wanted to try Tucker and Bevy because, you figure sandwiches are sandwiches. No.
They're not.
No.
They're not.
They're good for just grab, because, over there it's like everything's like picnic style. You grab it and go.
Yeah.
And, but I was surprised. I was surprised at how good they were for just grab and go.
Excellent.
Yeah, Pi's Deli is a fave.
It is.
It's a fave.
Well, you're coming back in December, but what any closing statements, any comments, any final questions while she's giving her final statements?
I'm coming back in December because it is my 50th anniversary with my Eastern crew of traveling together.
Oh, are they coming too? Some of them?
Yes.
Oh, wow,
two of my girlfriends are coming, and we're going to do a congratulations to us. We made it 50 years of putting up with each other and and
There you go.
I've traveled with these ladies. Actually, there was 4 of us, and one of our friends passed away. But so we're just going to stick with the 3 and we're going to do something special. So we said, okay. And of course, I'm always like, okay, let's come out here, And they were like, let's do something different. And since all of you have been writing me about island hopping, I said, the group's been telling me to island hop. I've never been to the other islands. I really didn't have a desire to go to the other, because everything for me is here. My memories are here. My feelings are here. I never run out of anything to do here. But then I said, you know what, you guys, would you like to island hop? And they were like, yeah, you want to do that? Let's do that. Yeah, okay. So, of course, they leave it up to me, to make the bookings, find out what's what. So we're coming in the beginning of December. I don't have the exact dates yet, but I did book with Sean Storm. I booked Hawaii by Storm for the road to Hana, because that's obviously something that you got to do. And so that's, I think it's December 7th, I think we're doing that. And so we'll book everything else around that, and we're going to probably try. We're going to try to do both of those.
So you're going to do all 4, Oahu, Maui, Kauai, and
Yep.
That'll be great.
3 girls and 3 carry-on suitcases.
And
we're going to be here. Yeah, well, connecting back through here. But I'll see how it all, the flights and everything, how long we're going to be here, and figure that out. Because I know the Hayes are going to be here and around that same time, and I wanted to try and meet them, but I'm going to be with my airline crew, so I don't want to dump them, and they don't want to be involved with.
Yeah.
They feel like they're the outsiders with this, and I get it. I mean, our rule, traveling for 50 years together, 3 ladies, is you go together, you stay together, you come back together.
Yeah.
If you meet a guy at a bar, fine. You sit here, we're going to sit at the next table, and but nobody goes off.
Yeah.
I have gone off when I've been here with them, but they know that I'm not with strangers. I'm with people that I know, but it's still taking time away from them, and I try and balance it. I really do.
Yeah.
But they're very, very great. I mean, they're lifelong friends, And
it'll be fun.
It's going to be. I know it's going to be.
Try and end your trip here so we can do a.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time, and so more info to follow. As things get booked and all that. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm not a thrilled person to do, like stay here and take a day trip over and come back. I want to stay as far away from TSA as I can in any given trip.
Yeah.
I love to fly, but I hate airports.
Yeah.
I hate that whole TSA thing. So that's why I don't do it. Like when I'm here and you say, oh, you're here so long, take a day trip here. You know, I don't like that. I want to keep going.
Yeah.
I want to keep going. So we'll go from
And
there.
stay there
We'll go
a
to the
couple
next
days,
one.
rather
Yeah.
than go back and
and
forth,
keep going. And we're, you know, there's a lot of excursions to do, a lot of things to see and do. So I'm looking forward to that. You know me, I'm going to find something exciting to do and drag them along.
Yeah.
So
It'll be a great trip.
yeah,
A lot of
I've
memories.
enjoyed this 2 weeks, especially with everyone, and everybody was so great together, and everybody joined in. Everybody enjoyed each other. It was a really nice group of people,
That's good.
and I
That's
miss
good.
them all already. We've done so many farewell dinners,
Yeah.
and
You had some good just single meetups. I mean, you've known
Yes,
these people online
yes.
for a while, but to meet them in
yes,
person
I had
is
a lot of
something else.
single meetups on this one, including all the group meetups.
Yeah.
And I met Judy just this morning, and that was really nice because she and I have been communicating. And I got to meet Pam and her husband. They came in this past week. So, and people have overlapped, and people have gone, and people have come. So it's been fun. It's been exhausting for me.
Now you need a vacation for your vacation.
Oh my
as
God!
I always say.
This is the first time in a long time I'm going home tired, but it's a good tired. You know, it's a good tired.
All right.
And I got
Gotta
to
wrap it
spend
up?
time with you and Lucille.
That makes it. I'm sure that makes it.
It really
everything
does.
worthwhile,
It really
for sure.
does. It does. Lucille's been a champ, guys. She's awesome. She's a doll baby. I
Yeah.
miss her when I'm not here. So I look forward to the next time, whenever it is.
All right. Well, that's it, guys. Let's say goodbye to Janet.
Ahoy ho.
See you later. Thank you
Later.
guys for joining. Put your questions in the chat. She'll probably go through and answer some. If not, message her directly. She's very accessible, and except for Lance, she's very accessible to most of you guys. All right, guys. I appreciate you tuning in. Thank you very much. We'll see you on the next one. Aloha.